That's one called dudes. I am in sunny Glasgow. Yes, you heard correctly, sunny Glasgow. It's a beautiful day in May, and I'm about to take a walk down the River Clyde. Should take me, I don't know, about an hour. It's a couple of miles. There's only one thing left to say. Good luck, everyone, especially me. This bit's all been recently developed. There's a science museum. This is the Millenium Bridge, and that's the hydro centre or something. Who knows? Let's go and have a look. Here's BBC Scotland, where they film lots of things. I've got a very small job here, and I'm taking an extended lunch break to try and do this walk and get back in time. I'm about to walk over Bell's Bridge, which was built for a garden festival. River fact lovers will want to know that this is the 9th longest river in the UK and the 3rd in Scotland. Hopefully these facts will lead you to win millions of pounds on a quiz one day. I think Brian Adams is playing here tonight. I'm staying at this hotel here, the Radisson Red. It's quite strange in that hotel because it's trying to be sort of hip and cool. When I went down for breakfast, I was the youngest person there by approximately 20 years, and I'm 48 years old, nearly 49. Rivers are mainly the domain of joggers these days. Joggers love rivers. Good quality graffiti there. Also cool dudes, just seen my very first over-tanned old man with his top off. What I don't get is how they can get so tanned already. We've only had 1 week of sun, and he was round, I felt like, the end of the season. It's always the same. They're always white-haired, and they're always a shade of deep orange-brown, no matter what time of year. How did he get so brown so quickly? Answers below, please. I get the feeling that this is 100 times busier than usual. A sunny lunchtime by the river. What is this for? I'm fascinated. I'm trying to read what it says on the side. City of Glasgow College. Please tell me below. This is possibly record levels of busyness for a walk, but I just overheard a great conversation, which was a snippet of a man talking past saying heartbeat correlates to lifespan. And that takes me back to something I was thinking about with birds, and also how they experience time, because they move so quickly when they flicker about. Is a second for us 10 seconds for a bird? I don't really understand it, but I'm asking a lot of questions today for you to explain to me in the notes below. Some lifeboat training on the Clyde. This tyre represents a man overboard. Here we go. Here he comes with his stick. Uh-oh. Yes, there we go. A successful rescue. I like this graffiti. Some dude at work. The fumes from that dude's graffiti smelled absolutely delicious. I can now see why people would get into it. I think I've caught Glasgow on an exceptional day, so this might not be reflective of what Glasgow's normally like. Lunch is courtesy of Lidl. Ham and cream cheese brioche buns, hazelnut and chocolate pancake, sweet chili crisps, hazelnut chocolate, and of course water. Stay hydrated, cool dudes. Okay, cool dudes, that is it for my walk. I've reached the park. It was very pleasant, very busy walk, but before I leave, time for question of the day. I'm reading this book, Butcher's Crossing by John Williams, who wrote The Incredible Stoner, and I've realised, after having read half of it, that I read it before, 20 years ago. Is it good enough to read again? I'm not sure. But here's my question to you. What books have you read twice, or do you think are good enough to read again? The only books I've read twice are probably Watership Down, The Phantom Tollbooth, and Ian Livingstone's The Forest of Doom. But I think some books, also The Catcher in the Rye, which I appreciated more the second time. I think once you read books after you're 30, you get a whole new perspective on them. Anyway, please write yours below. It's getting noisy in the park. Thanks for watching. Prize draw coming up next, and your key rings. Very short one, this one. Only one thing left to say. Stay cool. What a beautiful piece of art. And this original framed watercolour could be yours for just £6.14. I'm selling it on eBay, and the link is somewhere around here and also down below. All right, cool dudes. First of all, I'd like to say, if you've enjoyed my videos and you would like to help me make more, you can join the Cool Dudes Walking Club. And the money that you send me goes towards me doing this for a job. And in return, you get to use these emojis. You get to watch these extra videos, and you get entered into the prize draw at the end of each episode. To join, you just go to the YouTube page, click on this link here, and you can join for as little as £1 a month. And I get 70% of that minus a credit card fee. So the higher the tier, the almost cooler you are. Thank you very much everyone who's joined. Your keyring pictures are coming up next. Other ways to support me are to buy merch from the Cool Dudes Walking Club channel. There are stickers, there are birthday cards, zines, spotters handbooks, and key rings, badges, all sorts of merch, which all helps me out if you fancy getting anything. Alright, it's almost time for the key rings, but first of all is the prize draw, and this time it's for this beautiful handmade keyring, these excellent postcards from Rather Good Art, a card of Glasgow by a photographer I got while I was up there, a spotter's handbook, stickers, badges, and a birthday card. What a wonderful prize. Currently there are 758 of you cool dudes supporting me on YouTube, and it's time to say, random number generator, generate me a number. Generate 724. And the 724th member, who's been a member for just 1 month, is Tim Walters. Tim, if you can email me at calldueswalkingclub@gmail.com with your address, I'll send you the prize. Time for your keyring gallery now. Please send your pictures to the same address. Also, landscape is better than portrait. That's it. And one thing left to say, stay cool.